Greetings, everyone. Here's Lodric again, and this is a game Strategic Command WW1. This is my campaign against the AI, so single player game. I choose to control the central powers and play against the Entente. This will be, I think, now part number 10 already. We arrived at spring, end of winter of 1915. And I don't really play over aggressive to not break the enemy AI too much, and also have a little more realistic battle, and also maybe to show the mechanics of the game. So in the West we have a very, I think, historical battle line. I'm more or less, we would say this is exactly what it looks like in reality in 1915. It's only that the casualties are far less. I don't push too much. The French try, but was not able. I also can see now, the game don't tell you this directly, but you can find it out, that the French also get a next upgrade. They developed also the entrenchment level 2. So the Russians and the French, they have both entrenchment level 2. The British, I'm not sure, because this British unit have no entrenchment, and the rest I don't see it. Good. First I get 500 MPP already, so even more money. So I first fix my navy. Is there anything else to fix? This is all fixed. Fine. Okay, all ships looks now fine. So I go first with my submarine. Bad weather in the North Sea, so even if I encounter as an enemy, it will not be really critical. So I can go full speed and steam right here. No detection. With this submarine I can go in silent mode and try to maybe bypass and go here. I could go directly here, but I think then I will for sure hit something. I'm not so sure. If you make a silent mode, it's unlikely, but destroyers, I think if you hit them, they can encounter you. But I try. Let's see then how this works out. No, I was able to light cruiser, not a destroyer. So no enemy ship here. There are British ships here. French ships are also here. Okay. Good. This ship I can go now in hunt mode and go here. Oh no. Enemy battleship. Oh, this is lucky. So here's a line. So this is a battle cruiser and a dreadnought. Then I make this attack and try to hit the battleship with a little luck. Yoo-hoo! But now I cannot escape more. I could use this opportunity and attack also with this submarine. Maybe. Okay. No chance. Then I better try to escape now. Escape! Oh no, more forces. And these are destroyers, light cruisers. Ugh, dangerous stuff. Escape. Yeah. But okay, if my submarines can keep here some forces busy in the west of England, then I can maybe get my German Navy in position to have here a big strike on the enemy fleet next turn. So I first go with max speed. Maybe I will concentrate my forces here. My scout is a little. Uh, I mean, it's only a cargo ship, I think. So I better protect it. My dreadnoughts I send here with normal speed now. This sub can go normal mode and back in port. A destroyer must maybe. Then I'm nearly out of range. I better make double speed. So everything is on the move. Because if you want to attack, I think with the German fleet, you must have really everything, like the Germans also try. Even only if you have everything here, you are barely at, I think, 30 to maybe at 40% in bed. Yeah, 40%, I think. 30 to 40% of the German fleet. The whole German fleet is like 30 or 40% of the British fleet. And the British have also the French. Of course, this is why if you keep the submarines here, then you can maybe keep 10, 20%, 30% of the British fleet busy here. Then you strike here. Then it's maybe like 1-to-1 ratio. And then if you strike first and create enough damage and try to run away fast enough, then you can maybe sink 1 or 2 or even 3 ships and before the British can react. This will not stop the blockade, but I think this is what the Germans also try to simply create a tactical victory and hope that in the long run this will maybe change the strategic situation. But this is not what the Japanese was hoping for, like one important decisive battle and all or nothing victory after this and end of war. This will not happen. Not with the American and not with the British. So the Navy was busy and fighting. I can use my recon balloon, I mean Zeppelin, to maybe scout here the port. Oh, I can make this. Oh, my Zeppelin gets damaged. But the port is empty. And empty. Nothing here. Okay. I better fix my recon airplane or I forget it again. This regiment needs some reinforcements. We have good weather, so... Oh, this is an opportunity, I just realized. Still, the HQs have a little strange setup. I make them free and take this over. I give this away and take this over. Wait, how is the supply situation? If I move here, and this one is losing. But better 8 and not, yeah, I think this is maybe still better. So then this guy take over. Yeah, I think this is a better situation. And I can also replace my general. 5 is still okay, but for Germany a little weak. 6 I would not change more. Because if you upgrade for only one renting, I mean from a 6 to a 7 or from a 7 to 8, it makes no sense. But from 5 to 7, I think the gap is still big enough. So the renting +1, I would not pay the money, but for +2, I think it's in the long run a benefit. Good. So after now we have a chance to strike, but where? The British Why the British enter the war? I don't know. Then kick them back. Oh my goodness. The British, they're trying to fight, but they're fighting like women. Oh no, you cannot say this. But pity. Good, so the British are not more on the map. Now the same with the French. So as you can see, really, if you don't have this entrenchment at the end of your turn, it's cost you really a lot. It's too easy to attack then, especially if you are attacking out of a secured position. Yeah, where I can walk now. I'm blocking myself here. This one can walk here. And this back. This one finish off. Yeah, successful. And the 8 take over the command. Okay, then supplies are now 8 to 8 to 8. What is if I walk here? 9, 9, 8 and 7. And this one's have 7. Ah, with issues. So my battery have now 2 shells. This is still not enough to really attack. I could normally send this artillery now first behind the line because I don't need it so far nearby if you have so little shells. Everything else, any other opportunity, I could attack here. This is the option. So then I can use my shells, try to attack. Shell. Not really important, creating a lot of change here. Only 2. But I also lost only 1, so still in favor for me. And now a big hit. Walking behind. No, this one was already attacking. So I have this one. This is why you need always backup unit. You need always 2, 3 units behind the line that you can simply fill up the gap after your units are finished the attack. Good. One more French unit getting destroyed. Fix this unit. Cost me a lot of money, but I can do this. The rest is, of course, Verdun is impossible to attack. Oh, here's also an opportunity. Good, attack. Attack of opportunity. Then I move here. Rear. Forward. Finish this French unit. Taking some damage, but not too much. This guy takes a trench. And this guy will fill up the line. Good. This unit needs replacement. But in the source, I could attack here now. The French unit is still not digged in. It's the last opportunity. I must attack, but I have no reinforcements to fill my gap. So I better attack where the enemy have the least possible counterattack damage. So this unit first. Next here. And finish them off. Okay. So I lost 2, 4, 5. The French lost 10 points at the end. And 1 corp less on the field or map. Good. A lot of battles here in the Western Front, but mostly only defense, counterattack. This is not really an offensive strike because I take no enemy hacks. I really only take attack out of my position, making local counterattacks and nothing more. Good. Austria need here reinforcements. Walk fast. Leibach, no unit, no really must stay here. but I need one guy protecting my city here. You can stay there. Good. I need a little more forces here. I need my HQ. So now we're at Serbia. Now I have only one HQ, but it's a better one. But I have really no option to upgrade this more. I don't upgrade to a 5. Even if it's an upgrade. It's too little for me. Not now. Maybe later if I have more money. Good. Check around. First, I also need to find out. The HQ still is in command here. Okay, then I can attack here once. Attack. Create some damage. A little more damage. Like this. Now I could walk and take the enemy trench position. This will help me to... I think this is okay. I try and attack. I was hoping for more, but okay. It's okay. The only problem is I have here still my own city I must protect. And this is also weak. My attack here, I think. Not the best. Now we want to force them back. They don't want. Okay. Yeah. Okay, then I can walk here. I think this is better. I could fall back to Belgrade. And then maybe walk here and attack. That's too risky. I better bring in my HQ. Yeah, I think this is all. Yeah. Only tactical success. 2 Serbia corps getting... Oh, you must be... This is not a Serbia corps. This is a Montenegro corps. This belongs to this Montenegro. I mean, they're independent. So my submarine, I better relocate. Maybe going back. No! Oh. Light cruiser. Okay, I have the opportunity. I take. Oh, double damage. And then run away. I mean, not really far run away. Okay, Ottomans are also now in the war, I must remember. Yeah, remember. So I have now one infantry unit can protect this port, and then this Gallipoli, where the answer, the New Zealand, Australian, South African, maybe I also don't know, but they was fighting here bloody hell, and yeah, this was Churchill's. I mean, our lovely Churchill was in the supporter number 1, I think, for this operation to simply land here, control these batteries, because they're normally some coastal batteries. They protect here the Dardanelles, so that no Navy ships can enter here. I mean, the batteries protected the minefields. I mean, so this is normally the way. You mine everything, and that you make sure that the enemy cannot take the mines away. You simply have some guns. And this was successful. The British tried first to sail here in and encounter these mines and lost a lot of ships, but old ships, nothing really too important. And then they're making this amphibious assault and trying to simply kick out the Ottomans in 1 year. It's easy peasy, but it was not to be. So, because the British were at the beginning of the war, they gave the battleship the Sultan Osman the First. This ship you normally will nearly never see with the Ottomans. In case, normally you get always here the Sultan Selim. This is a battle cruiser, the German battle cruiser. This is from the Germans and this is from the British. in reality there would be a second battleship, but I think I mean, then we have much more ships, and this is a balance. So they scale it a little down. The British have less ships, the Germans have less ships, and the Ottomans only get one battleship, not two battleships. Good, and then you have this outdated pre-Dead Note battleship, and one destroyer, only half fleet, and here's only light cruiser. So the Ottoman navy is super weak, and even the Russian Black Sea fleet, I think, can normally battle with the Ottomans. But what you must do is normally only hold here and maybe try to intercept here some convoys. And the British fleet is maybe strong, like the French, but they cannot be everywhere at the same time. And so long the Italy's are not in the war, there's really, I think, then it's still okay. But if the Italy's are coming, this gets desperate. Good. Next, what I do with the Ottoman fleet? I have some money. I normally must first fix my fleet. The question is what I want fixed. So hold these two cities is really important. Same like here. This is also industry city. You must hold it. And your capital. There's only one capital. Constantinople. You need always have a unit. Or in worst case, the Russians sending one unit from Sevastopol and sneaking you on and landing directly in Constantinople. If it's empty, that would be a final victory. It's over. There's no second capital. Yeah. So what I do? First, I want to repair my ship. Can I repair my ship here? Yeah. Okay. First, I fix this light cruiser. There's not much you can do in the Black Sea. Most important is normally trying to mess with the Entente. You can also give a ship always a radar when they hunting for cargo, so you send them here and on the supply line, and then they're acting like a submarine. But I think they don't get the experience for this. Only submarines can get radar experience. So, and this ships I sent to port to fix. Makes me next turn. Here's a corp where I need reinforcements. Normally in Egypt I need reinforcements, so I walk here fast. Walk here fast. HQs cannot walk fast, pityly. Here's a unit only. This unit you need here more or less, because this is a railway. The railway from Constantinople, there's only one railway going to here to Damascus, Syria, Jerusalem. So, and this is at the coastline because this is all mountain terrain. So if the Allies making a landing and taking this city, they can intercept your shipping. I mean, it's not only possible here, it's also normally, I think, here. If they take the city, it's also intercepted. But the game starts here. Because, I don't know more, here's a second rail line, but this rail is going to nowhere. It stops here. It's not connected to the rest. Oh yeah. The east front of Ottomans is really the bloody one. But I don't know how strong the Russians are here, because depending, I think first is I need to reinforce my HQ. HQ must be always at the maximum, or they are really not working too well. All the rest of the forces is... I also try to block here the mountain pass, because normally the Russians can enter here and take and I also stay better next to my HQ and always on the street, because if you stay not on the street you have much less supplies. You can see the situation here is only 3. If you stay on the street it's already much better. And next turn I can improve the situation. So this turn I have really not... I mean, CSS supply is okay, but not great. I mean, okay, but... I also reinforce this unit. In this one, they had some casualties because of the typhus. Um, the Russians also like to land here, so if you stay too near to the border and then the Russians coming from behind, this can also end badly. So be prepared. And I wait here simply and see what the Russians are doing. I don't really must attack here too much. Maybe like this. Luckily I was in Basra, so I keep here the city. And the second corps is already coming down. But I wait for the second corps, because I'm not sure if there's an enemy unit here. I could take Basra, but then the British will come and take my city, so I better stay here. I can take the oil next time. Oil is a lot of MVP, so better have it. Like mines, they give a lot of resource, MPP points, so money. There's a corp here in Medina, so you better protect this city. If you lose this, then you have really a problem with the Arabic tribes. And you need to hold this city here. This is also where, if you lose this city, then normally you have an uprising here. And this can end. I mean, you have always an uprising over time, but then it gets much stronger. So, what I can do first is maybe my HQ is coming down, but I have another HQ here, the local one. But you can see this is only a rank of 4, and the German general is rank of 5, so not bad, but it could be better. Reinforce here. Damascus you better also hold, it's the capital of Syria. But you cannot, as cabinet, you can always have everywhere a garrison, but this is yeah, hard to manage. So I walk here down. I can try to scout here. Okay. Oh. I think this is okay. The British are holding Egypt. Sinai is more or less empty, no one take it. It's really the problem is with Sinai is really a supply. This is purely desert. There's not really much, and you have always issues with supplies here. You can see these units are not in 5 supply, so you need a HQ to supply you, or your units are really using a lot of attack power. So because there's no big city nearby, so you have Jerusalem, here's Cairo, and these are all only small villages. They don't supply really a lot. 5 is bare, is not enough normally. It's okay to hold, but outside of these villages, you immediately going in a very low supply situation. Then you have issues for sure. Your units will simply stop fighting and only dying. So I think Ottomans are fine. I have here my 2 heavy units outside and see what will happen. The Serbia was okay. I have a new submarine coming, but it's not ready to go. The Italy's Italia is at 43 only, so I have maybe 2 more turns, if I'm a little lucky. So maybe first in May they enter the war, this is okay. Every turn gives me more time for Austria to get my units in position, and normally 1 more unit here. Yeah. Good. Austria, East Front. Russians. Yeah, my unit looks a little... I could attack, but I am also a little weak. If I attack again... I'm already at 8 and 7. This is so weak. But this unit is not digged in. If I don't attack, then... Alright. Let's attack. Good. This unit is now broken. This unit is also weak. So I fall back. Who's the commander of this unit? Oh, no one. Then I attach, and attack. Good. Reinforce. This cannot reinforce. This is not good. Then I make a swap. Reinforce. Oh, I also have money because the Germans pay them. No. I could attack here, but this is simply only one attack. Makes no sense. I better reinforce. And let the Russians come. And if they don't won't come, then I can maybe strike next turn. Stronger, even back. Here's an opportunity. Here I could attack, but first I make a scout. Okay. If they don't want fall back, then they stay there. Here I could make a reconnaissance. Only walk out. I have one more action point. Okay. Good. I see the enemy and fall back. Supplies. Okay. No issue here. Oh, looks fine. Yeah. I mean, this was if the Austrians had the capability to hold the line like this in reality, then Germany was never forced to send so many units to the east in 1914 and 15. Then this all maybe had changed completely. Then Austria was maybe also able to hold against Italy alone without much. Then Germany had a much easier option to fight in 15, 16 at the West Front, or maybe push hard against Russia already much earlier. Anyway, Austria had completely failed in World War One, so maybe it's better for everyone, but maybe not. So the Russians in Poland, they digging in, they only holding, they don't attack. Yeah, so they make everything very slow. Is there any good possibility to attack? Maybe East Prussia take back my... I have here also one more destroyer. I could bring this destroyer to this port. I reinforce. This is 3. Yeah. So first I bring my units in position. I cannot attack. Then I can make a scout mission. Detach this guy. No, this guy is attached to other actual. Okay. No, I don't want this. I want... Better take this one. Blocking units. Everywhere are blocking units. The Russians don't attack in the east. Better holding the line. This unit is broken. With reinforcements. Okay. I have a little money left. maybe I go first to research. I still have more capacity to improve my technology, so I would say I invest better in infantry warfare. Could help. So I need to 7 and 6. If I walk here, 7, 8. I think this is the best. But I need something to stay in Königsberg. Too dangerous to keep it open. At least, I mean, if you have at least some unit here, then there can not be a navy landing directly in your city. But navy, I normally I can take my navy guys to maybe hold this, or I can use anything else what is small and weak. I could normally use this. So I go back to Danzig. This is also important, but Königsberg is much more important than Danzig normally. So central Polish front. Anything? Still don't know. I must normally come behind them. Oh, this unit is not attached. And this unit cannot detach. I know we won't come behind. These units have already double entrenchment. It's really bloody for me to attack now. First I call this guy back. Attack in 1-to-1 kill ratio. I'm really not a fan for this. What other options I have? Closing in. Trying to go around. And prepare. Four, 3. Yeah, I think this is better. I don't need to attack now. I only prepare all my entrenchment. Scouting. Oh, now I have a problem, I just realized. I cannot entrench against everything. Oh yeah, I better do this. I go to the north. This HQ... Oh. No support. Ugh. Attach this one. Move forward. You can see how weak this is. Even German cavalry against Russian infantry have no chance. Wait, maybe I could walk here and finish them off? No. Force them back. I can do this. Supply situation is fine. Infantry is moving forward. Here's also some. Yeah, maybe I can do this. Only for block. They cannot entrench, but I have here a unit, and this will always every hex next to your own unit have this zone of control, and will double, I think, the action points you need to walk in and out and pass by. Here's one more infantry unit. I better be going preparation. I can maybe walk here, and then I can come from behind. You can 1, 2. Here have 3. The trenches only maximum 3 sides, so I can now walk in this hex and attack from behind next turn. But you can see there's already the next line of Russian. So the Russian maybe switch to defense everywhere and simply try to hold and buy time. The question is, buy time for what? For the big Westernets hold, or for the Americans? We will see. I think this is enough. Now I can only go for research. Austria can Austria need normally navy warfare, at least level 1. And air warfare is also no money. So Austria is already overburdened with enough development. No, nothing left. But I think Austria lost 1 corp, so I can rebuy this unit and and then you can see it's coming back now in 11th May 15 already, because this is a rebuilt unit, not a complete new one. Then it's much faster, cheaper and faster to build. Or I'm not sure if we at least it's cheaper. Good. No, there's nothing more. Looks, most units are moved. Nothing is more flashing really. So let's finish the turn. German boost morale. Okay, and German is happy. Ottomans enter the war. Austria is happy. They enter the war. And we could send U-boats. Yeah, you can send German U-boats to Mediterranean, but I really don't like it. First, you pay money for this, and you lose time. If you send them, and normally, the German submarines in the Mediterranean was very successful. Dönitz was also commander in the Mediterranean with the German submarine in First World War. But I think in this game it's not working. The benefit in First World War was Mediterranean. There was a lot of shipping, and there was they had very little protection. So the subs had very easy way, and there was no air power at the time. But in this game, it's simply there is not really much to hunt. So I say, I want them in Baltic. I want use them directly for North Sea Atlantic operations. Yeah, we have problems here with Jerusalem, and because the harvest was so shitty, and at the end, it's recommended to say yes. Morale points is always, without morale, everything will fall apart. So yeah, do it, yes. This is also for the typhus. Yeah, give your soldiers and your equipment the basics to fight with typhus. I mean, you want say no to save a little money? Who would do this? In reality, for sure. One guy get a Porsche, and 100 people are dying. Or I mean, in this case, it's even more. So 150,000 died. I mean, this is only dying. This is not even important. I mean, of course, there are many dead people, but they think you can triple this number and have soldiers are unable to fight for months or even more, and have lifetime problems. Anyway, so I see yes. So we get the maybe the typhus slowly under control. Next turn maybe. US is unhappy. The British intercepted Norwegians trading. And Austria get already upgrade for infantry warfare. That is good. So I lose 8 MPP points because the British subs intercept them, and the rest is normal. Yeah, Hamilton take over the command in Egypt. Uh, yeah. Oh, my sub get heavy hit. Uh, this time I was next. Yeah, this was just this French ship uh, sailing over my submarine, then it gets damaged. That is a little hard to understand first. Ooh, perfect. A pre-dreadnought or armored cruiser. You can see that these units are all gray, so they are undersupplied. Um, and they really don't fight so well. This is only detachment. Of my detachment gets take damage, but that's the main job is simply only, yeah, hold the position as long as possible. Yeah. So this is really why, if a unit is out or undersupplied, it's normally simply a no go to attack. It's making really not so much sense. You will simply not create much damage, and you also suffer maybe higher casualties. You better call back the unit, try to get supplies, wait 1 or 2 turns, and then the unit is back in action. Or not dead, and waiting to be reformed. So a boost for Germany. And secret talks. Yeah, the British, they promise, of course, to Italy, you get everything and for free and you must do nothing. And then Italy say, really? We believe you. Why we would not believe you? You are the British Empire. The British Empire is always trustful. And the British, they occupied a Greece island, but Greece is neutral, so oh, this is possible for the British. Yes. And Mussolini is calling for the war, and German or Central Power submarines intercepted, well, not only submarines, also warships intercepted some shipping. Charlie Chaplin. Yeah, no cakes more. Some unrest in Mexico. So a lot of military activity here over the last turn. Yeah, 1915 gets much more active. And you can see here 12, 11, 10, so 33 MPP points lost for the Entente. Okay. And Germany get a new destroyer and a new fighter. A new destroyer, maybe put here. And the fighter I need where I can intercept. So first Aachen, but here's simply no space. This is so shitty. Good. So that was a turn. Not much land battles, but we had the Ottomans are in the war. The British trying to immediately move in Senia, but I know what is coming, so I am prepared. But this was a stalemate for, I think in reality also for 2 years or 3 years, nearly nothing happened. And first in 1918 everything collapsed. But the Ottomans was very successful holding the line. But the Ottomans was also very unsuccessful with their first attempt to take Sinai and close the channel, the Suez Canal. Because that would be a crippling blow for the British logistic. So it makes sense, but the Ottomans simply was not able. And even with German support later on, because the Germans first can help in after Bulgaria entered the war and after Germany and the Central Powers was able to kick out Serbia and the rails was open. The German supply really show up here, not only some small numbers. But at that moment it was simply too late. The British was simply far too strong. But I think even with all of this, there's simply no logistic basis here. If you don't control the sea, it must everything move by land. I think it's really hard in any calculations and attempt. And yeah. So next turn we will see Italy's. I think they getting more aggressive. They're jumping from 40% to 30%, so I have maybe one turn, maybe 2 turns late, not more. The Americans, they still, yeah, I think they get 5% per turn. So they're still far away. So they slowly going in the right direction because I have already unrestricted warfare, but I will not really do it. I don't really attack the ports and sink American merchant shippings. I nearly lost here one submarine, but I'm also now able to counterattack here. Yeah, not that I really want to attack destroyers. But here, this was successful. An enemy pre-dreadnought one in one of my submarine. But yeah, we all know in reality, I think there was a German submarine somewhere here. I sunk very early. I think the first months of the war sunk 3 of these pre-dreadnoughts because at that time this was simply all new and the one submarine was sinking one. Oh, no. more or less they attacked one pre-dreadnought, and they all were thinking, oh, we hit a mine, oh, save our sailors. Then the second stopped and picked up the survivors. Then the submarine attack again. Then, oh no, we run in the mine again. Oh shit! And the third one tried to pick up, and then the third one will also sunk. So, in one day, one submarine sank three British pre-dreadnoughts, and I think that many sailors lost their life. But the military effect was nearly nothing because pre-dreadnoughts had no meaning more at all. Of course, on paper, the Germans make a big story out of this, but don't forget the Germans lost the first Battle of Helgoland and lost, I think, 3 light cruisers or something like this. This will be here, the sea is calm, so I have the ability to really think here a lot if I can catch them. The question is what is here in position. You cannot attack ships in port. This is hard and dangerous. Possible, but hard and dangerous. And somewhere is also, here's a French submarine. But this is in shitty weather already. And I don't really can attack submarines. Good, but this is for next time. See you, bye bye.